Touch me.
Just show me that you're trying harder,
Touch
please.
me. That's the problem. When you don't touch me, you become a bitch. Yeah. That electricity between us. Yeah, look, you're smiling. I love
Because
it.
you called me a bitch.
Because when we are like this, we have a problem, you know? Even we are mad, we always touch each other, okay? When we are told, touch. You love my chest. Yes. Yeah, when you are laughing, you are so beautiful in my eyes.
When someone opens up about being depressed, the least you can do is listen. You don't turn it back on them or twist it into something about you. Sarper in this scene, I genuinely felt for him. He's clearly dealing with a lot, and what's worse is Shekinah's complete lack of accountability for her role in it all. It's maddening to watch. Sarper's put in all this effort to change and try, but Shekinah? She's not even trying to meet him halfway as a partner. You can literally see the pain in his face, and honestly, I'm starting to think we're about to see that ugly side of him again, him going into self-preservation mode. And honestly, I can't blame him. It's heartbreaking because you can tell he wants to say more, but the language barrier makes it so hard. A lot of his expressions get twisted, like when he talks about her obsession with him in Turkey. It doesn't come out the way he intends. He's really just trying to say that she cared more about how he felt, and she was actually listening to him. But since she got back, everything's changed. Not only has she turned into a cold, detached person who thinks giving him space in her closet is a sacrifice, but she's also taking out her insecurities on him. It's so obvious it's got to be driving him crazy too. And don't even get me started on this whole trust issue. Sarper's body count? Really? That's what's holding her back. He hasn't done a single thing to break her trust when it comes to other women. They've been in a relationship for years, lived together, got engaged, even moved countries for each other, but now he still needs to earn her trust. What's that about? The man can't even go to the beach without her having trust issues. It's infuriating. She's doing everything in her power to sabotage this relationship. And when it all falls apart, you just know she's going to point the finger at him and cry about how he treated her like garbage. Hey there, welcome back to Honey Forever. I'm Elena, and I'm excited to dive into some fascinating topics with you today. Let's get started. It finally hit me who Shekinah reminds me of in the latest episode, Farrah Abraham. Seriously, the tone of her comments is so snotty. We're not getting anywhere, so I'm just going to excuse myself from this conversation. Literally going nowhere. It's bad for my mental health to keep going in circles with you. Come back when you have something better to say. I mean, can she get any more dramatic? And don't even get me started on the voice. Maybe it's the overinflated lips giving her that tone, but honestly, these two could be twins. Shekinah and Farrah, two overfilled, gaslighting peas in a pod. Honestly, Shekinah's starting to remind me of Jigsaw too. Just needs a few kielbasa-sized lip injections and boom, she'd be ready to go. Maybe she can take Jigsaw to her next appointment. Judging by how often she gets these things, I'm sure it's coming up soon. It looks painful, not to mention gross. But it's that Valley Girl vocal fry that really gets under my skin. She didn't need any of this plastic surgery. If she had just left her face alone, things might have been fine. Now? Well, I'm curious to see the long-term effects of all those procedures. And remember when she said her family was basically raised Amish? Yeah, after seeing them, I'm wondering what Amish she was living next to, because, honey, those people don't look anything like what I imagined. Jesus wept. Shekinah was absolutely brutal to Sarper in that latest episode. Like seriously, she was the worst. The way she dismissed him during their argument was something else. She's all about, this is your problem, not mine. As if that somehow makes her cold, detached attitude okay. Sure, Shekinah, we get it. You have boundaries, but there's a way to set them without coming across as completely heartless. In a relationship, you can be firm but still loving and gentle. You can also be vulnerable, which she clearly isn't. The way she tore into him was honestly appalling, especially when he was trying to open up about something so intimate and personal in their relationship. And honestly, I've really started to like Sarper. He's funny and down to earth, and the guy never even wanted to move to the US in the first place. Yet here he is, busting his ass to make their relationship work, and adjusting to this tiny little space Shekinah's left for him in her world. She doesn't seem to get how hard it is for him, though. It's always about him proving himself to her, never the other way around. She acts like she did him this massive favor by bringing him to the US, which is just laughable. He didn't even want to be there, and their life in Turkey was so much better. He's in LA for her, but she's made it nearly impossible for him to feel like he belongs. And she doesn't seem to have an ounce of sympathy for him. It's like she wants him to thank her for the privilege of being in her world. Then there's the language barrier, which I think makes things even worse. He might come off as rude at times, but I honestly think it's just because he can't find the right words to express what he's feeling in a way that she'll actually hear him. The moment he said he was depressed, and she basically told him he had no reason to feel that way, was jaw-dropping. I mean, come on, he's living in a foreign country, away from his family and everything familiar. That's more than enough reason to feel down. For her to brush that off like it's nothing was just mind-blowing. Oh, Sarper, definitely a work in progress. Watching him on the latest season, it's clear he's had a serious honesty upgrade. Seriously, it's like a whole new person. I'm starting to get why Shekinah is so into him. At first, he was all about that macho man act, trying to come off like the tough guy in town, but it just felt, well, painfully fake. The problem was, it was so obvious that it wasn't really him. But Shekinah, bless her, always saw through it. That's why she stuck up for him when no one else got it. Sure, he's done some questionable stuff, but it's always been situations where people were gunning for him. Honestly, I can't say I wouldn't react the same way. I've got to admit, I find him pretty funny now. His stand-up? Actually hilarious. Who knew? I used to cringe, but now I'm kind of into it. The guy's got some charm, and honestly, he and Shekinah seem like a solid match. They balance each other out pretty well. So far, anyway. I'm still catching up, but I just finished the episode where he meets her daughter. And let me tell you, when I saw him playing dress-up with his niece, I knew right away he wasn't the tough guy he tried to be. He wanted to play the villain, but now, the real Sarper is starting to shine through. I'll even say it, he's grown on me. I'm at the point where I actually feel bad for him. Shekinah's kind of being a jerk to him lately. Like, come on, give the guy a break. He's changed so much. At first, I couldn't stand him, but now he's actually funny and seems to have some self-awareness, which is honestly pretty refreshing. He's fully embracing the fact that he's a bit of an a-hole and owns it. It's almost charming in a messed up way. Bottom line, Sarper's a real guy underneath all that tough guy nonsense. He used to be overweight and bullied, so he put up this tough front to protect himself. But hey, the guy's definitely come out of his shell. And now, I stand by my request. Someone give this guy a special where he just interacts with animals. I'd watch the heck out of that. It really got under my skin when Shekinah called Sarper dramatic. I can't stand it when one partner, after pouring their heart out, gets hit with a "quit being dramatic" or "you're being too emotional." It's like they're telling you that your feelings are not only over the top but completely irrational. It's a gut punch. When someone calls you dramatic, it makes you start questioning your own emotions, and that's just not okay. "You're too sensitive" is another one of those gems that really grinds my gears. Age. And then there's the whole eggshell walking thing. Sarper said he felt like he had to tiptoe around Shekinah, and her response? Just leave then. Really? That's how you handle it? Walking on eggshells is exhausting. It's this constant anxiety, a fear that everything you say or do might set the other person off. You start second-guessing yourself, worrying about their unpredictable reactions. It's like you're managing your behavior to keep the peace. But the moment someone admits that they're walking on eggshells around you, the last thing you should say is just leave. A decent response would be something like, "I don't want you to feel that way." Let's talk about how we can fix this so you can feel safe and comfortable in this space. If you actually care, that's the bare minimum. But Shekinah didn't even try that. Sure, Sarper has said things in the past that rubbed me the wrong way, but let's be real. He came to California with a ton of adjustments to make, trying to juggle all these new changes, and he was genuinely trying to express himself to Shekinah. And what does she do? Dismiss him with a, "Oh, you lovely," instead of listening to him. He was opening up about his depression, about feeling completely out of place, about losing his sense of autonomy. Instead of hearing him out, Shekinah brushed it off so casually, as if it was nothing. "Oh, you were depressed over date." Seriously, I can't even wrap my head around how she dismissed it like that. The guy suffers from anxiety and OCD. It's not a stretch to imagine that depression might be part of that. I can't help but notice the pattern. She constantly invalidates his feelings but expects to be treated with nothing less than empathy. And the whole language barrier thing didn't help either. Sarper was struggling to find the right words in English, trying his best to communicate, but Shekinah just couldn't meet him halfway. It's frustrating to watch. Oh, how much are we betting that Shekinah and Sarper have already inked a deal for some spin-off? I mean, the first season they were on was like a never-ending train wreck, with Sarper being, let's be honest, an absolute jerk, and Shekinah, well, she was basically a walking billboard for plastic surgery. Then, out of nowhere, they pull a total 180 and suddenly have this image redemption season, where they turn into one of the surprisingly likable couples. Who knew? Fast forward to Sarper coming to the US, they're all smiles and cuddles. And then, boom, out of nowhere, they start fighting, but not even real fights. It's more like high school breakup drama, stretched out just to keep the cameras rolling. It's getting so over the top that it honestly makes me wonder if they're already eyeing a spot on Last Resort next year, or maybe they're already filming for it. Anyone got the inside scoop on this? Shekinah's been posting some pretty shady stuff about Sarper on her Insta stories. So yeah, it's definitely looking like they're angling for a slot on Last Resort. Or maybe they've already secured it. All of this is just way too staged. Shekinah has really turned Sarper into the most likable guy this season. Honestly, I wasn't a fan of him at all before, but now he's easily my favorite. Meanwhile, Shekinah's just been nonstop complaining and throwing shade at him, despite all the effort and compromises he's made. Sure, I get that a lot of it's scripted, but I genuinely feel bad for him. I mean, come on, he comes here, and the poor guy can't even use the kitchen. It's obvious he was really close with his family, and Shekinah's totally oblivious to how hard it must have been for him to move here. And don't even get me started on how manipulative Shekinah is. She's always trying to shame him and talks to him like he's a child. Their place is tiny, and when she has a client over, he has to leave. It's ridiculous. But honestly, even though Sarper's a lot better than he was at the start, I still wouldn't date him or want to be his friend. A grown man who needs to be taught how to be in a relationship? Yeah, that's not something I'd sign up for at my age. Oh, so Shekinah actually sacrificed something for Sarper? Hold up, the queen of selfishness did something for her man's comfort, and rented a business space, no less? Is the world suddenly upside down? Or does she finally get the memo that relationships require a little giving, not just taking? Did she, by chance, give up that weight of hers? Because we all know that's a treasure. Sarper, in his ever-dramatic style, goes, "I'm depressed and miss my home." And Shekinah's response? "How's that my problem?" Well, I'm not sure what it could have been she sacrificed. Definitely wasn't her dignity. That left her a long time ago. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.